I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to
Hello, welcome to my channel Judge All Nation. In this video, Christian Prince will make understanding and education about Islam to all Muslims. Also, Christian Prince educates Muslims that in the Lord Jesus there is truth and no other. Now let's take a look and see what Christian Prince will tell you by arguing with Muslims. Enjoy watching this video and God bless you.
Cool. Go ahead. Go.
I'm muted.
You are not.
Okay, thank you. How are you guys doing? Greetings, everyone. Greetings, CP. I want to share important information, actually.
Information about what?
About Islam. About how, well, not how to debunk them, but it's just I believe critical information. So it goes about by the following. If we look at the six earliest Quranic manuscripts, we found out that none of them are actually from the 7th century. 2, none of them are complete. 3, none of them completely agree with each other. 4, none of them completely agree with the current Hafs that we have nowadays. 5, all of them have 100 and, well, to be exact, 93,000 of subsequent manuscript variants. So there's a lot of different things. So now, where was the complete Quran ever made?
First of all, those are not. There's no proof of those existence anyway. I mean, those are just, they call them manuscript. They are not, because to call something manuscript, it have to be very close to the time of the author. Those are just collection of books. Quran does not exist. Where's the book of our Hafs? Nobody have Hafs. Nobody. Hafs never even wrote a book. Hafs never wrote a book. So the Muslims.
So the Quran doesn't exist really, right?
They don't have any Quran. No, they don't. If you remember, there's a guy, his name is Uthman, the fool. He went, a Christian from Pakistan, he challenged the Muslims in San Diego, in the park. He said, who can give me the book of Uthman, can show me a print of it for sure, not the original. The stupid, this guy Uthman, he went and he got a book in his hand, and he said, give me the $5,000, I want the $5,000 now, here we go, you challenge everybody. Then when they open the book which is in his hand, it says, in the same book he have in his hand, it says, this book no way can be considered the book of Uthman.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
I want to share something additional to Christian Prince.
All right.
I've heard that Muhammad is actually a title, which means, as we know it means a praised one. And like you said, Muhammad was the man. His name was, I don't know, Khatam or something like that. I don't recall exactly.
Yeah.
But actually, I heard that Muhammad was Jesus because Jesus was the praised one.
Yeah, but this is an insult. I heard some Christian, they are trying to explain the Quran. I believe
but
this
it's
is
a title, bro. It's not really an insult. It's a title. If you know what I mean.
You can say.
Or correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Yeah, but you cannot say that Muhammad is Jesus. Don't say that. Muhammad is trying to steal the title from Jesus. Yes, but if
I mean as a title. No, sorry to cut you.
Oh yeah. So don't say Muhammad, because Muhammad is Jesus is an insult. Jesus is not a child molester, he's not a criminal, he's not a thief.
I know that part, but what about the fact that it's a title, which means the praised one, and who's the praised one?
Because if Muhammad is the praised one,
but Jesus was
the first question should be,
Yes.
Don't let us not to mix between Jesus and Muhammad now. If the Muslim believe in monotheism, how even Muhammad can be called Muhammad? Because this is against monotheism in the way Muslims they claim.
I don't understand.
But if Jesus is the you mentioned Jesus, if he is the praised one, because the Trinity is one God, but
Jesus is God, no?
yeah, but if Muhammad is not God, so how Muhammad is the praised one? The praised one should be given to Allah if he is God, not to Muhammad. So if the praised one is Muhammad, so who's praised number two? Allah? No?
Well, from what I heard, CP, is that there's a guy named Abdul Malik, he was a caliphate in the time of the Abbasids, if I don't mistake, correct me if I'm wrong. And he came with that. And actually, Muawiyah himself was a Christian man. Because if you go look in the archaeologists, when they found traces of Muawiyah, they found coins that he had, and on this coins it was written in the name of the praised one, and there was a cross. How come?
Well, I don't believe in those. You see, for us as a Christians, it's better not to debate Muslims about something they don't believe in, because it's a waste of time. Now, historian they can.
Those are actual proofs that were found.
No. If I have coins. And if you find coins in my drawer, it says Muhammad is prophet. Doesn't make me Muslim, So this is not an evidence of anything. And if they want to say that he is the one who made the coin, we do not know who made the coins, if they exist. This is not the way to debunk Islam. For me, I know that people like J. Smith and others, they go in that direction. For me, I find it a waste of time. It's not worth it. I debunk Islam because simply it's like somebody's an atheist. He said to you, Jesus does not exist. I laugh. I don't even listen. It's a waste of time. For me, I'm not going to listen. A Muslim, he will not listen to this too. So if you want to debunk a Muslim, debunk him about something he believes in, not conspiracy theory, not maybe true, maybe not. Debunk him in his belief. When you debate people, debate them in their belief, not about the moon. Somebody living in the moon is making stories, and maybe they are true. But
I believe it's true personally.
I don't believe it's true.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because simply, Muawiyah, if he was a Christian, so why he was killing the Christians? I mean, come on. This is even silly. So sometimes people, they get silly, and they don't use a simple logic. Muawiyah was a criminal. Filthy criminal.
Where can we find that a definitive proof that he actually exists as a Muslim, that he killed Christians? No, that's my question.
They are the one who made the church and mosque. Why the Christian will make a church and mosque? So this is silly, my friend. It's just a waste of time. For me, I don't go in that direction because it's not right and it's not smart. And it just making things up, even though they believe in it. I'm not saying they are lying, but it's not right. It's not true.
Okay. Well, lastly, one thing I want to add. Mecca never really existed. Never really existed. It exists as we speak. We know that. But the place that Mecca was the place of revelation, that's not true, because there are proofs that Mecca itself, that they claim it to be Mecca, it was Petra. Do you believe in that or
no? I don't think it's about Petra.
There's proof too. Masjid al-Qiblatain, Masjid Ba'labak, and there's Ghanzu Masjid too, that's in China. They were all facing not Mecca but Petra for the first time, when they said that they were so-called, the Qibla was so-called in Jerusalem. But when you actually look at it in details, it's towards Petra.
Okay. You see, all of those are theory, right? There's no.
No, they're not theories.
They are
proof.
No, there's no proof.
If you want, what can I say?
Okay, but we will go step by step. You see, in the Quran, it says the word al-Masjid al-Haram.
No.
Okay. What the word masjid mean? Do you know?
Masjid معناه a place of regroupment, no?
A masjid is a place where people they bow down.
Or recruit to regroup, no?
No, to bow down.
No?
The word the word masjid, the word masjid is a place where you coming from the word sujud, which means bowing down. Yeah. So if you go in the Quran, let's go here. Al-Masjid Al-Haram. I'm typing in English. All right. You will see here in chapter 2, verse 144, it says Al-Masjid Al-Haram, which means the sacred place of bowing down. Chapter 2, verse 149. Chapter 2, verse number 150. Chapter 2, verse 191. All of those is mentioning Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Masjid, the Muslim now translate it as the word mosque in English, but the word in Arabic, masjid is a place where you bow down. It doesn't matter where it is. So, but there is here the word sacred. If we go to different verse in the Quran,
you said which verse? Sorry,
all the verses in the screen, you can later view the video, you know, all those verses.
I see.
Yeah, all those verses, as you see, they are highlighted in yellow. And the verse number is in the right side of the screen, so you can check them out.
I see, yes.
All right. Then we will go to different verse in the Quran, and we will go to the Quran itself. Let us see. Hold on. Let's close this page here. Many pages are open. Okay, we go to the Quran, and then we will look for the word Asra. You remember the story of Muhammad going to Jerusalem, right?
Oh, yes.
All right. But in the story, nowhere it says that he went to Jerusalem.
That's true.
Yeah. But we will find.
No, but you think so?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, just I'm trying to connect the dots together so we can, you know. Chapter 17, verse number 1. It says, praise be the one who depart or remove his slave at night from the sacred place of worship, of bowing down, to the farther place of bowing down.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, here the Muslim, they say this is about Muhammad, chapter 17, verse number 1. All right. But in fact, have nothing to do with Muhammad.
You said it was about Musa, right?
It's about Musa. Read the verse after it, right away. It says, we gave into Moses.
Oh,
Yeah. So who is the one who moved from the sacred place, which is the place of going down, is Moses. Moses, he met, God, he appeared to him in the Mount of Sinai, correct? That is the first place of bowing down.
The first masjid,
Exactly. So, praise be to who? The one who gave him salvation from who? From the Pharaoh. So he depart him at night. You will see it says at night. At night.
No, yes.
Yeah. Why at night? Because they were running away from the Pharaoh.
Okay.
All right. If we go to different verse, let us see. Oh. Let us see. Let's go here. Let us actually copy the same here statement just to show you how how Islam is very stupid and how Muslims they get wrong understanding of their own book. Do you see the two verses?
Yes, I do.
Chapter 44, verse number 23, and chapter 17, verse number 1. 17, the Muslim they claim about Muhammad going to the sky and then going to Jerusalem, but nowhere, by the way, it says he went anywhere to the sky, right? But in verse number 44, it says this. فَأَسْرِ بِعِبَادِي. You see, it's the same word. لَيْلًا. This is the command of Moses to go from Egypt at night, escaping the Pharaoh, saving the nation of Israel. So here, when the Muslims they say this about Muhammad, obviously the Muslims are the last one to be connected with what in the Quran is saying. The Quran is not talking about the Kaaba. Never mentioned this is the Kaaba. The Quran is talking about there is two places here. First one is where Moses God appeared to Moses, and there's verses in the Bible in the Old Testament about God says to Moses, don't let the priest get even close. That is a forbidden land. If somebody can post for us the verses, if you don't mind, in the Old Testament. So this is a forbidden land. Don't pass. God says to Moses, don't tell them not to pass. Moses says to God, I told them they will not. Why? Because this is a holy ground. This is a holy ground. Nobody's allowed to enter it. And that is the sacred place of worship, which the Quran is talking about. So it's a forbidden place. It's not the Kaaba. It's not Mecca. Have nothing to do with Mecca. It is the Mount of Sinai. Okay, but now he is going from where? He is going from the Mount of Sinai to the farther mosque. That is the temple in Jerusalem. All right.
That's how we get it.
Yeah. So this is not about Petra. This is about two places. One is the Mount of Sinai. Muhammad, he learned from the Jews now that God, he spoke to Moses in a certain location, and that is the forbidden place where God, he forbid the Jews from entering the land. You know? Why he forbidden from entering, like to pass a certain line in the land, not the whole land. This is not about entering Jerusalem now, no. This is about the land where God, he appeared to Moses, and he told them that this is be aware that you don't go to the mountain, touch the border. If you go to the book of Exodus chapter 19, let me try to open it. Give me a second. Let's see here.
But by the way, when I mentioned Petra, I wasn't mentioning it in that context. I was mentioning Petra in the context like there were some scholars mention, or even in the Quran mentioning that there's Ashjar wa Nahar, but we know that Mecca there was never water there, and even like there was no vegetation for the last 10,000 years.
Yeah. You see, this is Mecca. Is not.
That's a proof that Mecca was never the place where the Prophet was.
No problem. But you see, when I debate Muslims, my friend, when I debate Muslims, I don't involve my heavy knowledge with someone is Abdul. They are donkeys. They don't know what we're talking about. So I don't go like, do you see me speaking to Muslims about this? I don't. Why? Because it's too much for their head.
Yeah, I wanted to share it with you.
Yeah, I understand.
You don't even know better than your class.
I understand, but I share it with you now. We cannot open the page. I share it with you now because simply you mention it, and there's a time to mention those things where people they can understand what we are talking about. Let me see if I can post it again. So God, he forbid them. There's a borders where you cannot pass. Let us zoom in. And thou shalt set bounds into the people round about. This is the border. You cannot pass. This area is a holy ground. The sacred place of worship. They bow down. Take hid yourself not up to the mount, or touch the borders. Whoever touch the mount shall be surely put to death. So this is the sacred place of worship and bowing down. It's a sacred. Nobody can enter it. It is totally forbidden. So when the Muhammadan, they read a verse in their stupid book, as usual, Muhammadan is the last one to know what the Qur'an is talking about, because they are disconnected with the religion. They are just people who follow scholars who they themselves do not know anything. They call them scholars because...
I was like that myself, brother. Like, I was Muslim for 17 years, subhanAllah. I still, you see, it's still in me. Slowly it's going, it's going away, But,
you are an ex-Muslim. You are an ex-Muslim.
Nah, I was converted, yes. I was converted.
You converted to Islam you became a Muslim for 17 years?
Yeah, when I was 18, I converted, and and I did a whole lot of parkour. I studied fiqh, I studied nahu, sarf, kulli dhalik, and it was a good process, because now I'm armed to defend myself against their ignorance.
Exactly. Well, I hope you will learn. You will use what you learn then. As long as you learn English, you learn Arabic, so you will be able to expose their lies is better. And I hope I was able to give you an answer for. So for me, even if I'm a proved Muslim, like what I said now, I will use only their document. I don't use a historian, because they can deny it. They will go deaf. They will go deaf with it. Here,
you think so? Okay.
They will go deaf with it. It's those people believe in drinking camel urine. What do you think so? So if they are willing to drink piss just because Muhammad says so, and they don't even know, like Muhammad says so, we don't know. But somebody says Muhammad says so. You see, the Muslims are a bunch of hypocrites. They claim that you should not accept the Bible of John because written 50, 60 years after Jesus, but they accept a hadith collected more than 300 years after Muhammad. And they don't even Bukhari. Yeah, nobody have a book of Bukhari. Bukhari never wrote books, by the way. Muslim, like when we show the hadith says Muslim, Sahih Muslim. Well, there is no Sahih Muslim. No, there is no book. So they don't have Bukhari, they don't have Muslim. So what was left? They don't have Qur'an. What do they have? They have nothing. They have somebody said from Sayyid to Sayyid that the Prophet says so. All right, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you again, Christian Prince, and God bless you, and God bless everyone in the chat. And I love you guys.
Happy Easter. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back.